While some people may truly believe the version of events that the narcissistic person is telling them, others may choose to side with the narcissistic person, or at the very least, not challenge them, even when they know that the allegations being made and what's being said is at best an exaggeration of reality. And they may have their own motivations for doing this. For example, in families or friendship groups or workplaces, it isn't unusual for people to want to keep the peace and to avoid conflict and disruption. They may also know that you can't really challenge the narcissistic person, because if you do, then their rage and anger may well turn against them too. Friends or family in this kind of situation may take on the role of peace negotiator, try to calm you down and suggest ways that you can smooth things over, but often in a way that leaves you feeling minimized, not understood, or even judged. And that can leave you feeling isolated, alone, or even really angry and defensive. And it can also leave you feeling like you don't know who you can trust and being fearful of what you say being passed on to other people in the system or to the narcissistic person who's saying all kinds of terrible things about you. And despite wanting to keep the peace, people in this situation can often fuel ongoing gossip and conflict. And some people may be motivated for their own personal gain to please a narcissist. I've certainly seen that in workplaces where a highly narcissistic boss or CEO rewards people for their loyalty. And so people really want to stay in their good graces for personal gain. Whatever the motivation of the third parties, it never feels good to be the subject of negative gossip, believing that other people are making judgments about you, talking about you, hearing versions of events that are twisted and distorted versions of the truth is extremely distressing. It can lead to a deep sense of shame and social exclusion, and you can even start to feel like a social pariah, thinking that everyone around you is gossiping about you and forming negative judgments about you. And that's incredibly painful, especially if some of those people have been trusted friends or family members in the past.